you doing,
We're
Jason?
gonna go do a quick warm life segment because we need to get on the same page. How rustic is too rustic?
How rustic?
How rustic is too rustic? We're gonna find out.
JV, what do you think? You like those big old rustic holes going through the toppers?
If a hole goes all the way through the top, I'm for it.
If you're gonna go rustic, go full rustic.
That's what I'm saying.
All I'm saying.
If you're gonna go
Look at this guy. Look at what's that called? A Chico? Hey, look at that.
Morning.
Look at that. Bobby might be the best dressed person in the world.
No, that's man.
Day in, day out. Yes.
Yeah, look at that jacket though.
Take it back. Should be turn around. Turn around.
Oh, Nick.
Now we just need to get Cristaldi. You met Cristaldi yet?
No, it's Cristaldi.
I don't know if he'll be a worm like that. Hey! Adam Cristaldi is the head of Modular Game Table in Massachusetts. Here's the question. We need to get on the same page.
You need standards for the different woods.
When it comes to
like
quality.
what's acceptable in cherry
Oh, there
versus
they are.
walnut versus tavernel.
Okay.
Things like
This
that.
is our current milling lumber criteria. Adam's been going through pulling items. We have some questions as to whether or not certain things are within spec or not.
Two things on the small cup holders.
Yeah.
So currently, I believe on all of our accessories, there's not supposed to be any knots at all. Ding, ding, ding. So basically all rail accessories, if it's clicking in the table, it should be totally clean wood. That is what we're saying.
the only thing I would say, like,
yeah,
so
I don't
cool.
know.
I
I think
love
it's
that.
cool. I'm with
That's
JB
cool.
on this
so
one.
here's the thing. This is a great example. So it's, this
that
black
just looks
walnut
broken.
piece has a structural flaw. It has like a check in it. That's bad.
No, it,
Well, no, they actually repaired it.
That's a
no,
repair.
it doesn't.
No, they repaired it, and it's a good repair because it's not breaking.
But they shouldn't
it
spend time
looks
repairing it.
broken.
Yeah.
Like they should have just thrown this in the trash and not repaired it.
Or it looks cool.
But this is a good piece.
The problem
Or
with
it
what's
looks cool.
is it either looks like the person who gets it either looks cool or it doesn't, and there's no way to anticipate it.
It's 50-50.
So
Yeah,
we're gonna
that's
send out a whole
fair.
bunch of stuff and get,
Yeah.
I don't know, a bunch back because people didn't like what we like.
That's fair.
You're telling me that we're gonna let the most nitpicky people drive the waste costs. We're gonna just kill all the trees
We're gonna
just so that they have not free wood. Just say it. Just say it.
we're gonna provide a high quality product.
What a piece of
Checks and flaws like that could be structural, we should chuck.
Okay. What
Yes.
about a little baby knot?
a-
What about a baby knot?
Solid
Yeah.
quality pin knots in walnut, cherry, things like that, I think we pass. Sap pockets, bark pockets
me
in
see it.
cherry.
Cherry are fine.
What's a sap pocket or a bug pocket? What'd you just call it?
These.
Yeah.
This guy's right here. So that's like tree gets damaged or something and like a little bit of sap or bark gets thrown into the wood, stays in the wood
Cherry
as the
does
wood
it.
grows.
See, that's cool.
Very
Cherry does
common.
that.
I
That's very
want
cool.
that stuff in my wood. Yeah.
And it is, and that is like, you see that in all cherry furniture. That's just like something that happens.
That's,
My next point on cherry, to go directly into that, was we have clear lumber, no sapwood. Do we really want to adhere to zero sapwood?
Here we go. Look at this.
Yeah, this is a
this-
perfect example.
So-
See that, JB?
Yeah, that's
That little sapwood?
So this is the show face, this is the top. On the underside, fine. Like I'm fine with sap. It should just all show red.
Cherry toppers on the top, pure red, no sapwood, but on the B side, it's fine.
Sapwood, yeah.
So that's gonna be a big training thing, Adam. Just training people to flip it over so that we can
it's
use,
cool.
we want as much cherry wood in cherry, because it's like, what, 3 or 4 times more expensive than the maple. Cool.
What's this Paduke for?
So I'm getting some checking on the Paduke as well.
So where's the checking? Are you talking about the
That
glue
one has
or
a glue joint
Actually, flip
problem.
this one.
This one has a check right here.
It's like, see that right there, how it goes across the grain?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah, fix
It's fine.
You think that's fine?
Actually I don't. No, I actually don't.
Thanks for showing up today.
No. Because you don't know, like, if it's gonna travel, if it's gonna open more.
Yes.
Like, you can't really accept cracks in any way at the beginning.
Player desks. Are we using the same rules on player desks? Look at this.
Look at that beautiful
Oh, that's
character
nice.
knot.
That's it's like an eye of Sauron looking at you.
Where's the dumpster?
It's so hard because like 50% of people would pay extra for this.
Right.
50% of people would return it if they received it.
Yeah.
Yes. And the skunk stripe. Who's into the skunk stripe?
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. See, that's
I don't
the
like
ugly
the
part.
racing
That's no good.
Okay, so with these knots, I mean, this is a big open knot with voids. Technically that fails. We should also catch this before we put it in a panel. Also, if we could hide it at the bottom. Like, honestly, if they had seeded here, we might have gotten rid of all these problems. So I think training with the CNC guys, just like take 2 seconds, look at both sides, put it on correctly.
Yeah.
That could solve half of our problems right there.
So this is a reject and a reject.
Rejects.
So rustic walnut.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
How low can you go?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, come on.
I love it.
No. No, that's too far.
What? No.
That is
Come
too
on.
far.
Fantastic.
That is not good.
I'm for it.
Rustic.
I'm for it.
All right, let's start here. This,
Yeah, glue joint issue.
obviously, no matter if this was the most perfect walnut, that would not pass.
Why? Who cares? At this point, it's like, well, oh, you can't have a bad glue joint. There's literally, I stuck my finger through there.
Oh, nice.
Between
It's all
the
the way
panel
through,
will
too.
split in half.
Yes, well, let's find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I heard cracks. Okay, so that's bad.
If this had a good glue joint, I would pass that.
Yes. So rustic, yeah.
Sap, sky's the limit.
Okay. For rustic walnut.
It's rustic.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the point.
Yeah, it's rustic.
The problem, can I tell you the problem with this philosophy? Where you're like, it can look like complete shit. It is, the issue with that is, we would love it if people did pledge for rustic walnut because it can absorb a lot of waste. I think part of the reason only 10% of people went for rustic is they're like into a little bit of rustic, but when there's like holes and just like completely just like it's
No, you're right. I think there are a lot of people that would like this
yeah
and would not like this.
exactly. No through knots on the top.
If you can see through it,
No good. There you go. If
Cut
you
it
can
out.
see through it, it is not good.
Yeah.
So then that's the standard you've got to enforce in mill.
Oh, that looks
think it looks-
questionable, huh?
So I actually think that looks
this
good.
might
one,
break
no,
off.
this goes all the
Well,
way.
let's see if you can
This goes
I do like
all
it
the way
personally.
through.
just test it. Just try to break it. No, there's no way. No.
And that is like,
This is rustic because it's rustic walnut. They like that. That's cool.
stuff like this, when you finish it, if you get a knife edge, you can like cut yourself on that.
Oh, stop it.
So we gotta be good about
fear mongering. Fear mongering. You hear this fear mongering?
These can get sharp.
What are you talking about? That gets orbital sanded.
Yeah, to a point. Like, do you guys don't agree?
No, I think it's fine.
Stop, huh? Can you get it up? Can you get it up? There it is. Perfect. All right.
So, where do we start?
What do you have for us?
Do we start?
So, these
These are standard sets of all of the dice, or almost all of the dice that we offered in the last Dice Kickstarter.
yes.
Have these been culled, or are we culling them now?
These are the ones that I think should go.
Okay, so these are Ed thinks these should die,
Yeah.
and Ed thinks these should live.
Wow, I'm seeing. I'll hold my reservations.
So, I mean, I can't really see. So what are you nixing? Like call them out.
Well, gold sandstone.
Gold sandstone.
Obviously is getting cut.
Excuse me. Why would you do this? I'm here trying to work.
As a businessman, what decision would you have made?
Keep selling the underdog.
So no glass, so no primrose,
No primrose.
no polyhedral.
I know. I'm with you.
It wasn't super popular.
People don't like pool. They like kind of what they know, and they like, I don't know, they like what they like.
You know what the hard thing is though, Ed, is that we might have people that pledged on our first Dice Kickstarter that like got all the stuff they like,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get the polyhedrals next time,
Sure.
and it won't be available. That's
Right.
the only risk of getting rid of.
Well, that's a risk of waiting. Well, that's the thing. Like, people can't assume that.
No, they
You
have
know
to
what I mean?
assume they'll never be for sale again.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what a Kickstarter
And,
is. So if you have these, they're a collector's item now.
And if you don't, go pre-order them right now, because pre-orders are still open.
That's true. Yeah.
So
Oh, so you're, oh, here we go. We're letting people know what's about to get
yeah, this
hacked.
is last call on these.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes sense to me. These fucking
I know.
buttered
Oh,
popcorn. I fucking hate this shit.
Yeah,
This
I
kinda like
is
it.
so ugly.
No, of course you do.
Um,
the Dahlia glass, I actually really like.
I,
No, I do too.
These are very
Black
cool in
pattern glass.
concept. Yeah.
I own a set of the Primrose before we.
Those are ugly as shit.
So do you hold on?
These are really cool.
Do you remember looking at these? One of them was called honeysuckle. I said they can honeysuckle my balls. This can suckle on my balls. Synthetic cat's eye. Not a big.
Yeah,
not a
most
slam
of the
dunk.
collaboration ones did not.
Hold on.
Oh.
Watermelon tourmaline.
Oh, those are the worst.
You don't like them?
Those are just as bad as Ivory Jade.
Wow.
Awful.
I think this is one of the best. This and Howlite, 2 favorite dice that we have.
Howlite was dynamite.
Howlite. That shit is uggies.
What are you talking about?
It looks so cheap.
Reasonable people disagree.
So what are they being replaced with?
Some of these. Oh, great! I forgot to take the tape.
Bobby can help you.
I got you, Ed.
I actually have a knife on me. That
Well,
I,
guess what? Let's
I know.
knife teamwork.
But does your knife match your shirt?
Yes.
Shit. Knife 5.
Our fucking
Is that-
safety
is that
officer
good?
That's
is
great.
right here. If he saw what you guys are doing.
So let me see what we got here.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Whoa!
Nice
What
kill.
was that? Okay.
Least
all right.
exciting one because we've offered it before, but it's going to be in this Kickstarter, which a lot of people wanted. Raised Obsidian Corrupted.
With the corrupted though,
People-
that's what's good. And what's so great about
yeah.
these, with these corrupted, this finish is a little bit different, and they're so fucking readable now.
This one is brand new. Boom.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait. Snowflake Obsidian.
No,
I think the contrast with the gold's super hot.
Yeah.
it is.
Like it looks super good.
I like it a lot.
This one is one I'm partial to, but I don't know. Labradorite.
Oh, Labrador.
Oh, we tried to get this last time and we couldn't.
White labradorite. Labradorite. Labrador, like a dog.
Can you see that, JV? It's got like mica flakes in it.
Yeah.
It's got that like iridescence. Are you catching that?
Yeah, a little bit.
There's a couple of reasons why I was like shitting on the turquoise and shitting on the, because like, yes, they're made out of natural materials, it just doesn't look like they are. You know, like
yeah.
this
is
it's
a-
so fucking clear that this is a gem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I'm holding this, I'm like, ooh, I'm holding a die that's made out of a rock right now.
Yeah.
The other, like there's some gemstone where you don't get that effect, but this,
You are right.
it's just like, this is a stone right here.
That's a good point.
Like look at the one right here. If you go in, can you see like that little rainbow?
Yeah.
When it hits the light?
Yeah.
No, the D20 is striking.
Oh, yeah,
Fourteen
keep doing that.
faces
That's
are really crazy.
sick.
This one's not as exciting to me, but I think it's going to be very popular. Amethyst.
Oh.
Dude, people fucking love
How
amethyst.
are they? All of these are ones we wanted last year and we could not get. I'm very excited that we're getting them.
Yeah, roll
Cool
that
thing about
D20.
amethyst too is you can go from like
You wanna actually-
really light
No,
purple
no,
to
no,
a really
I meant, like,
deep.
fondle it for me, like twirl it and swirl it.
Fucking fondle the
swirl
dice.
it.
You can see all like the striations. Like it's so natural.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's what I really like about it.
This one, again, this is old but new, and people will be very excited because this, I think, definitely goes in.
Look at that. That's like even crazier than last time.
How can it be clear and a rainbow?
Last time we had like a 2-plane prism. I think they do them with 6-plane prisms now. I
Oh.
believe.
How many planes and prisms can we get?
You know
like,
what it is?
we need.
Next year will be the 8-plane prism.
Yes, that's what I every
They
time.
heard that we liked prisms, so they put prisms in the
I don't.
exhibit meme. No,
Is this a reference?
No.
JV knows the exhibit meme.
No.
Davey doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
One more time with that.
So, Chris and I, since we're kind of doing a soft relaunch for the Prophecy game table, data management's tricky, so we've been like combing through stuff just to make sure we're not missing anybody. Bottom line, in my hand is a deposit for a Prophecy game table. The deposit was $12,000. And I did some quick math from our pricing chart. It's gonna be an order north of $60,000, which is just insane.
wow.
That's bonkers.
Which is just
I
insane.
think. Oh,